Greetings and salutations. It's getting a bit chilly out there these days. It's such a nice... I love the change in seasons. I lived 3 years in Sarasota, Florida, and even there you could see the seasons change just so slightly. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway... I haven't done any painting in a long, long time. And this is going to be an underpainting, and I'm going to paint, obviously, on top of that. With a little bit more detail. There's an awful lot of artists out there that they do really well at doing all the little itty-bitty little details of veins and the arteries and the wrinkles and also the stuff in the hands. And this is not something... Well, I could do that, but it's not something I'm really that... It's not something that it's... The point of the artwork is not intended to do. It's just the style that I've developed. Stupid thing. And then there's a dog outside that just barks and barks and barks. I got this, in the backyard, I got this wall of pine trees, and on the other side of the pine trees the stupid mutts just yak yak yak, bark bark bark. It's really entertaining to listen to the neighbors shout at the dog, and then the dog barks in response. It's funny. The painting behind me is from an old Inktober. An old Inktober post. It's this. I had an extra few days off from work, so I figured I could get Johnny on the spot with some painting. There's some other things that I have more pressing need to get into, but it's one of those things that if you don't do it enough, it just kind of fades away. And I've been doing this since I was a little kid, and I'd rather not let it fade away. It seems kind of a shitty thing to do, to let something like that fade away. So the biggest point with this is that the covers for the short stories and the novels and the graphic novels or comic books, either way, this is what the covers are going to be like. Not specifically this, but they're going to be painted. It does seem as if I jump around a lot from project to project. I got the illustrations, and I got the short stories, and I got this, the painting, and then the drawings. And it does seem I jump around a lot, but I do keep ahead of things. There are some things that are falling behind, obviously. I went through all my drafts and finished from beginning, middle, and end. I have 8 novels finished. 3 of those are in the final draft. 2 of those not in final draft. They're in a intermediate final draft stage. We will see what kind of progress we will get to with that. So anyway, this is along the theme of hammers and nails, and I'll get into the I'll get into the nitty-gritty on why hammers are so prevalent in the drawing and the painting. If you dive deep into some of my early videos, there is a short story called "The Fortress" that I read out loud, and the hammer kind of is a focus in the short story, and some of it's autobiographical, some of it's not. Some of it is exaggerated history, so to speak. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this up with something a little more salient than my goofy silent time lapses. And yes, I know they don't have any sound in the time lapses, and I go through and I look at the sounds that you can put into a short, and I'm not interested in that. I know the let's see, just not interested in that. This is going to eventually get finished. Oh, that reminds me. Anyone out there, get this book. Whatever you do, get this book. There are newer versions of this book, and I don't have a copy of the newer version. This one is well, 8th printing, February 1964. I don't think this book is specifically that old. But I highly recommend finding this book. I bought this at the Estes Park, Colorado library was getting rid of some old crap and picked this up. I did have another copy, I think a slightly older copy that my dad had when he was at Luther College. And I'm not sure what the hell happened to that. I think I did the usual and loaned it off to someone who never gave it back. That shit pisses me off. That's why I don't loan out books. I give them away, but I don't loan them out because I never get them back anyway. So might as well just give them away. Anyway, that's what I got. That's what I got. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.